Hey, what's up guys? Andy here. Today I've got another review for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Corsair K70 RGB keyboard. So, the Corsair K70 in particular comes in certain different flavors of LEDs. You can get, I want to say you can get red, but you can also get white. But it also comes in an RGB variant. So this is the RGB variant of it, and out of the box it comes with the keyboard itself and a wrist rest. Now I typically use the wrist rest on a daily basis, and the way the wrist rest works is it really simply just clips onto the bottom there, and it dangles a little while you're kind of there, but once you've got it flat on a surface, it sits fairly flat. You can kind of rest the palms of your hands on them there a little bit, and overall it really helps. Taking it off is real simple. You just kind of lift it up and go that way, and it comes right off. Basically exactly the opposite way it goes on. So the Corsair K70, unlike the Corsair Strafe keyboard, which is very similar, comes with a brushed aluminum case. While the Corsair Strafe keyboard actually has a plastic case, the K70 comes with an aluminum case. So it will be a little cold to the touch, but it also seems like it's a bit sturdier as well. The K70 isn't quite the full-featured keyboard. The full-featured one would be the K95. But the K70 is a full-size 104-key keyboard in this case with the US layout. There are individual backlit Cherry MX stems on every single key, and they're all individually programmable as well through Corsair's Utility Engine Q software. The keys themselves use Cherry MX keycaps and stems, and this particular keyboard that I got, I used Cherry MX browns, although if I recall correctly, they also come in reds, and I believe you can get them in blues as well. So I chose the brown variant because I couldn't really find any of the blue ones around when I shopped for it, but I don't like the feel of the red switches because I don't do a lot of gaming, so I prefer the tactile kind of bump of the MX brown switches over the linear press of the reds. So that's why I chose to go that route. But anyway, Corsair's Q software allows you to reprogram individually each one of these keys. You can reprogram them to react to touch. You can reprogram them to do basically any number of things you could ever desire. You can write macros, you can do all sorts of stuff. In fact, there are videos out there of people who have written and programmed, not through Q, but programmed their own kind of profile type of things. And I've seen people actually play Snake on their Corsair K70. So you can do a lot of things with this keyboard. The keyboard itself, most keyboards like this feature one key or maybe two keys, or usually 10 key rollover or something like that. Well, the Corsair K70 features basically N key rollover. You can press every single key in the keyboard at once and it will register all those key presses. That's not a problem. If you check on over at the top right, you have a brightness setting where you can toggle between 0, 33, 66, and full brightness, as well as a little lock button which locks the Windows key from actually opening the start menu if you're playing games. By default, it's lit up red for when it's unlocked and kind of a bluish color when it's locked. I prefer to change that because I prefer the light to show whether it's unlocked, not whether it's locked. Also comes with the standard 3 indicators for caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock. Over at the top, right above the numpad, there are your media keys. You have a stop button, forward and back for previous and next song, play and pause button, and there is a mute button up top along with volume buttons. However, as opposed to the traditional volume up and volume down buttons, it instead comes with a roller wheel. So you just kind of run your finger across the wheel to change the volume. Real quick, real easy. It's a little bit imprecise unless you're kind of really dialing it in slow. But other than that, I don't have any problems with it. The keys themselves are also backlit as well, so the RGB lighting shines through. It's a little bit difficult, but you can also find custom keycaps as well, especially for Cherry MX, which isn't too terribly hard to do. I personally have flipped the spacebar on mine because I prefer the ergonomics of a flipped spacebar, because it means the edge of my thumb hits the top of the spacebar instead of that kind of edge there. But that's up to personal preference. Other than that, I use the Corsair K70 as my daily driver as far as keyboards go for quite some time now. I want to say 6 or 8 months I've had it. I used to use an old Logitech K750, and I loved the thing, loved the solar keyboard, loved how thin it was, loved how portable it was. But there's just something about a good mechanical keyboard, and I love typing on it, and I can't go back. I have this paired with the Scimitar RGB mouse. You can check the review for that video over up in this corner here. So anyway, I think that's about all I have to say for this keyboard, other than, you know, it's great. You're looking for a mechanical keyboard, go buy it. What else can I say? But anyway, that's all I have for you today. You know the drill. Like this video if you liked it. If you disliked it, hit that dislike button. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment down below. If you want to keep notified of our new videos, hit that subscribe button down kind of near the description. Other than that, nothing really YouTube related, but if you really want to support our channel, consider changing your Amazon bookmark to our affiliate link down in the description, as well as also considering donating on Patreon. Both of those help us immensely. We get a small kickback from Amazon as well as profit from Patreon as well if you donate there. And it helps us kind of keep our gear up to date and keep a current editing setup, and helps us kind of be able to push through videos and provides us with new products and everything to do videos on as well. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, and always don't forget to subscribe.